what is up everyone, welcome back to a brand new Roblox Studio video. My name is Floppy, and in today's tutorial I'm going to be showing you how to change the walking sound in Roblox Studio. In this tutorial we're going to go over two ways on how you can actually do this. We're going to be changing the main actual default walking sound, changing the old default walking sound, so if a player had to go and walk on in this base plate, then a different walking sound would play. We are also going to go over a way how you can make it if a specific material is on a part. For example, let's say this is a grass part here, and this is with the texture grass, then a special sound is going to play. So the system will check if the part actually, or if the player is walking over a part which has the material of grass. If so, then a different sound will play. But if they're not, then they'll have the default walking sound. Now you will only be able to use one of these two systems. So whichever system works best for you, then I would suggest it to have it in your game. So for starters, we obviously want to make sure our Explorer and properties are enabled. If they're not enabled, click on the top bar here, click on View, and enable Explorer and properties, and they should show up somewhere over your screen. Once you've gone and done that, we then want to actually go and join into our Roblox game. Now, we want to go via Roblox Studio, so we want to click on the play button up here. You can also do team test, but we can just use the normal play for now. Then you want to head over to your Explorer, and now keep in mind there is absolutely nothing in this game, but you want to head over to Explorer, find Starter Player, click the arrow down next to Start Player, and then in Starter Player scripts we want to click the down arrow again. Now this is all the default things that are in your Roblox game, so this is where all the things that are in your Roblox game already, like the sound, the jumping sound, etc., that is all kept in here, and this is default in every single Roblox game. So you want to go and get the RBX character sounds, and we want to go right click and click copy, Control C, up to you, but I just do right click copy that, then we want to click stop, and then we want to go back to our starter player here in our Explorer. Now we're back in the main Roblox Studio, click on the down arrow, and then in starter player scripts we're going to go and right click and click paste into. Now that it has inserted the RBX character sounds into our starter player, now we are able to adjust them. So to adjust them, you want to double click, and now you'll be able to see this is all original Roblox content. We're not going to be doing anything down here. The only places we're going to be adjusting is from line 17 down to 49. But actually for this tutorial, we're only going to be adjusting 37 to 40 or 41, somewhere around there. A little bit of side information, just so people are able to adjust their game even more. You are able to change every single sound that is in here. So all this default sounds that you get, for example, when you're dying. If you want to change back the youth sound, you can change that right here where it says dying. And as you guys can see, Roblox uses an RBX asset. They use an asset. We are going to be using an asset ID. So this asset is obviously in the sounds file and it's called .mp3. We're going to be using sound IDs, and that is what is most commonly used nowadays. So for example, let's say we wanted to change the died, you'd go and change this to RBX asset ID. I'm going to show you how to do that all. But as I mentioned, this whole area here is where you're able to change every single sound that is originally in your Roblox game. The getting up sound, the jumping, the landing, the running, the splash, the swimming, the died, the free falling, etc. You're able to change every single sound that is in your Roblox game in this script. So for this tutorial, remember we are changing the running sound. There is no such thing as a walking sound. Well, there can be, it depends if you want there to be a walking sound and also a running sound separately, but Roblox has it originally on a running sound. That's what it's classed as, because it seems like you're kind of always running in Roblox Studio. Only if you have another system where you have like kind of like a shifter sprint, then you'd be able to add a separate thing where it's a walking and a running sound. But for this tutorial, we're just going to be changing the walking sound / running sound. So the first thing we want to do here is we want to go and change the thing that is in the green area right here between the apprentices or speech marks, whatever you call them. So the first thing we want to do, we want to go and remove the previous sound. So the first original sound is right here where it goes sound / action _ footsteps _ plastic.mp3. Remove that and your code should look like that now. We then want to head over to RBX asset ID, and just past the T, we want to go and add ID, just like that. So now your code should look something like this, like on line 38. We want to head over to just past the 2 slashes, and now we want to go and insert our sound ID, which we are actually going to want to play. So instead of us actually having to insert the entire file name, we are just getting the sound ID. So if you don't already have a sound ID, head over to the Roblox's main page. So you're probably wondering, okay, how do I actually find my sound ID? Now to do this, you want to head over to the Creator Hub on Marketplace. You can get there by clicking Create, and then it'll take you over to the Creator Marketplace. It'll take you to Dashboard, click on Marketplace. So you want to head over to where it says Audio. We want to go and click Audio because we are now wanting to get some audio. If you have your own custom audio, obviously you go and get your own custom audio, upload it to Roblox, and then get that asset ID or the audio ID. But we're just going to be using some free music which is on Roblox. So we're going to be using sound effects because you don't want a whole entire song to play, you don't want Billie Jean to play for 5 minutes when you go and start walking. You know, you're not wanting a whole entire song. You're just wanting a very short sound effect. So for this tutorial, we're going to actually go over to the alarm, and because our alarm is quite simple, and we're going to go and try find a nice short audio length. So here we go. Actually, we have it here, the length of 1 second. That would be perfect for our walk thing right there. So this one's 0.0. How that works, I've got no clue. Anyway, Alarm Buzzer 3 SFX by Roblox. So this is going to be the sound. Just listen in, and then you guys will be able to hear what sort of sound we are doing. And to preview sound, you just click the play button next to the sound name. So as you guys could hear, that was kind of like an alarm buzzer. So now that we've chosen our sound ID, it's not the best sound for our walking sound, I know, but it'll do the trick and it gives a good demonstration. Now to get your sound ID, you want to head over here to the top link here, copy the ID that is in the top URL there.
Build a website you love with Wix. For your words,
So as you guys could hear, that was kind of like an alarm buzzer. So now that we've chosen our sound ID, it's not the best sound for a walking sound, I know, but it'll do the trick and it gives a good demonstration. Now to get your sound ID, you want to head over here to the top link here, copy the ID that is in the top URL there, and then you want to take that back to Roblox Studio. So now that we're back in Roblox Studio, we want to head over to line 38 where we were adjusting it before, and just past the slashes we want to go and paste in our new ID, and now your game should, or your script should look something like this, where we've got the sound ID equals RBX asset ID / and then our ID right there, and obviously you just go and change and put whatever ID you are using in there just like that. Now occasionally the volume can be quite loud, and there is no easy way to go and change the volume in here because we're not using sound, we're not in sound service, so you're going to have to change it via script. Thankfully this is a very fairly simple thing to do, so we're going to go and write in volume equals 0. We'll put it at 2. We'll put it at 0.2.